Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? All the getting it in. Somebody's getting it for you. What's good, people? Woo! What's going on, people? Anyway, that being said, what's gonna? I want to talk to you in reference to the video which I made yesterday in reference to the video that I'm going to make today. The video is in reference to Laverne Cox. Okay, when I say the video was in reference to, I mean as far as someone was talking bad about, well, they gave this really negative impression when it came down to Laverne Cox. And I found it very upsetting because I feel as though everybody's on their own platform when it comes down to being an advocate, and everybody has their own story, you know, that they want to tell within themselves. And like I said before yesterday, I was saying, you know, every transsexual is an advocate whether you want to be or not, because we always constantly explaining to people, trying to get people to understand our journey, our struggles, and the things we're going through, and the things that we push through. Every transsexual always has a story to tell, and they always trying to get somebody to get a better understanding when it comes down to them. And I don't feel as though there should be any shaming when it comes to another transsexual woman who's out there doing her thing on her grind. But I do find it very disturbing when another transsexual person who decides that, you know, when they get on the platform, they want to shoot down another girl. Anyway, that being said, that was in reference to yesterday's video, because the reason I'm doing this because I did not want you to think that I was talking about my sister Laverne Cox. I've met her before. She's sweet, she's lovely, and all that wonderful stuff. And my sister has done it again, so I honor you, sister. So somebody sent that video out a couple of days before, and the Lord sent me a blessing to send this one out to them. So eat it, boo. And as Laverne would say, well, not Laverne, but what I would say is high hater, so I made it a little high hater from Laverne. Okay. Anyway, that being said, that's just my little split. Anyway, that being said, and you know who you are for the people who try to put her down and stuff like that, because you can recognize somebody in the struggle that's trying to do the things that's in life. Okay, in case you don't know, Laverne is a transgender woman. She's also a twin. She's also at the age of 31, and she was done a lot of different things. She was on the P. Diddy show, To Be Famous. Also, when I say To Be Famous, that was the title of it. I'm not sure how, I didn't watch it. I heard about it. I seen little previews, stuff like that. But back then, mother didn't have money to get cable. But anyway, that being said, so I got to get a little rough dress and stuff like that. Anyway, I feel as though we need to celebrate our sisters and stuff like that. And from now on, every week, I am going to now start celebrating all the sisters that I do know as far as their trans session within their world of trying to push forward within the world we live in. It's to shine a positive light. It does not always have to be about show business. It could be a regular person that's pushing through. You know, the thing about it is that we need to celebrate these people and need to show these people much more for the other girls who are signing on as far as being transgender women, showing these girls in a positive image as far as what everybody always assumes that's all we know how to do is, you know. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to show you a little rough draft in reference to her life and her story. Okay, here we go.
I am a black trans woman from Alabama, you know, it feels so unreal.
You watch her move in the Time photo shoot. Laverne is proud, she's strong, and she completely owns the person she is. That, along with the more than 85,000 Twitter followers she's gotten for her confident Netflix role, is why Laverne is the perfect face for what Time calls the transgender tipping point.
I'd like to think that we're at a tipping point. I think what really needs to happen in terms of full acceptance of transgender people is everyone thinking about gender differently. Everyone thinking that just what someone is assigned at birth isn't necessarily destiny.
Listen, Doc, I need my dosage. I've given 5 years, $80,000 in my freedom for this. I'm finding who I'm supposed to be.
Like her character, Sophia, Laverne also made her transition when she was an adult. But the road to understanding and accepting that she was born as a he was much more difficult. Cox joins Jane Lynch, Tim Gunn, and others who tell their story on the web series, It Got Better.
This is how it got better. This is how it got better.
And this is how it got better.
I think the biggest thing for me as a kid is I thought that my mother would not love me because I acted this way. And oh gosh, I don't want to cry. I thought that she wouldn't love me because of who I was authentically. And I began to feel at a very early age that I had to change who I was to get love. In third grade, my third grade teacher
called my mom and said, your son is going to end up in New Orleans wearing a dress if we don't get him into therapy right away. So there was all these different forces growing up that were telling me that who I was authentically was a problem, that I shouldn't act a certain way, that I shouldn't hold my hands a certain way, that I shouldn't walk the way that, all these things that felt very natural. In 6th grade, I started to go through puberty and I was having all these feelings for boys. And I learned in church that this was a sin, and I went to our medicine cabinet and took a bottle of pills and swallowed the entire bottle and went to sleep. After I woke up, I was really upset that I was still alive. I was really devastated that I had to go on being who I was.
Well, you can see all of Laverne's story on lstudio.com June the 11th. Today, confident and secure in who she is, Laverne is using her status as a public figure to help all transgender people fight for their equal place in society.
For me, it got better really when I started to love myself more and really do the work. How do you deal with it? How do you handle it? How do you have a strong sense of who you are and of your
What
own
is amazing is
self-worth?
here's a young woman, as you just heard, was bullied and persecuted, but maintained her sense of self. That kind of American resolve should be acknowledged and celebrated on the cover of Time magazine.
Okay, did you see that? Did you notice at the end how the girls up there, the females, were showing support in reference to Laverne Cox and her struggle and stuff like that? You know, and that's all I was asking, you know. And I don't understand why is it that we always get on a platform we can't celebrate our sisters as well. You know, if we have a problem with our sisters, we could talk about that amongst our sisters, or, you know, amongst not on that platform. You know, and this is the reason why I made this video, because my sister, our sister in the strive of advocating and pushing down doors as well as we do as well, made it to Tussauds, Madame Tussauds wax. Yes, our sister is in the wax museum, honey. She is the first transgender on the Time magazine. She is the first transgender woman of a wax in the wax museum. And this is a few things that I found out, because you know, mother always, big sis always watching out for my other sisters. Whether you know or not, sister is always watching. Anyway, that being said, okay, check it out. That, oh, doesn't it make you feel good to be acknowledged in such a positive light, besides, you know, so much of the negativity that we always receive as far as, you know, being tricked and all the stuff like that, you know, when we put out on a perception as far as where the world perceives us. It is so good to see us in a positive light versus being something so negative, and it is so grateful and gratefulness to have her shine in the light that she's shining. And I have to applaud P. Diddy for giving her a chance, because he said he discovered her first. And I have to give, so you have to give, see, this is the thing in life, you have to give respect where respect is due, because P. Diddy could have just said no, but he let her in. And it is always taking somebody to make something, a penny shine so brightly that it was sitting right there all the time, but it took one person to do that. But in her case, it took two. Jodie Foster, who's the producer of The Orange is the New Black. I celebrate you, I celebrate you, I celebrate you. Every transgender woman, only thing they need is that chance, that person to say, I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you a chance. And the only person can mess it up is you. Here's your platform. You go out there and shine. And that's exactly what she did, and she is doing. And she's elevating, and she's elevating. She's been on Essence magazine. She's been on quite other magazines, the Next magazine, Out magazine. She's been all over. And you have to give credit where credit is due. And I have to, and I don't know how many other people, but I do know P. Diddy, and I do know, well, not know them, but I do know of them as far as them helping her and giving her a chance. And Jodie Foster's the producer, I'm assuming, on Orange is the New Black, and P. Diddy was the one as far as looking for to be famous. Anyway, and I hope I got this title right, but I've heard them say it within themselves, and they gave her a chance. And I have to appreciate them for giving a woman a chance to shine and embrace her positive truth. And I appreciate anybody as far as giving someone a chance, as far as shining their truth. You know, for this, give her a chance. And I pray to God that there's so many other girls out there that are transgender, that you producers, you writers, anybody out there that can give these girls a chance and let them pay for whether it's a job, whether it's working on TV, whether it's working in the office, whether it's working at a bar, whether it's working at a clothes store. I appreciate anybody who gives these girls a chance, because you have to give credit where credit is due, and I appreciate all of you. Anyway, that being said, I just want to put that out there, a little positivity in the community, and I just want to embrace all the younger people looking up that there are girls out there doing the thing, so don't kill yourself, because we are in the struggle together. And you grab your sister by your hand and say, well, we're doing this, and we're doing this, and we're doing this. And I applaud you, Laverne Cox, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the other girls out there, as well as in your journey, as well as in your struggle, as we try to pay forth in the way of positivity. Anyway, that being said, and I'm not saying that whatever you do to survive, honey, you already know how you do you. Anyway, that being said, I want to say hello, all old people, boom. I want to say hello, new people, bam. And I want to thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. I want you to do you. I want you to do the best way that you can. And if nobody don't like it, then fuck them. Alright.